Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Fadla Chandra Mayurah. I will explain about G20 Indonesia presidency. So, what is the G20? The G20 is a multilateral cooperation forum consisting of 90 main countries and the European Union, which has a middle top high income class, developing countries to developing countries. The G20 consists of the United States, Canada, Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, Britain, Germany, Italy, France, Russia, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, China, Japan, South Korea, India, Indonesia, Australia, and the European Union. The G20 International Forum is an important part of the world because it represents more than two-thirds of the world population, 75% of global trade, and 8% of the world GDP. The G20 Forum discussed two current issues, namely the finance track and the Sherpa track. The finance track is a discussion track in the G20 Forum that focuses on the focus of financial issues, while the Sherpa track is a discussion path in the G20 Forum in broader fields outside of financial issues. Indonesia was appointed at the 2020 Riyadh Summit and has held the G20 presidency since the handover from Italy on October 31st, 2021 in the city of Rome, Italy. The Indonesian G20 presidency will officially start on December 1st, 2021 until the handover of the next presidency at the high-level conference at the end of 2022. The summit will be held in Bali. The G20 Indonesia consists of various meetings, which will be held in several cities in Indonesia. Around 90 cities other than Bali will be involved, such as Jakarta, Bogor, Semarang, Solo, Batam, Bintan, Belitung, Medan, Yogyakarta, Bandung, Sorong, Lombok, Surabaya, Labuan Bajo, Lake Toba, Manado, Malang, and others. The G20 presidency in 2022 was the first for Indonesia as a member of the G20 since the International Forum was formed in 1999. At the time, Indonesia was in the recovery phase after the 1997-1998 economic crisis and was considered an emerging economy with enormous economic size and potential in the world. ASEAN region, Indonesia is the only member of ASEAN, and the G20 then plays an important role in fostering health and the world economy. Indonesia is ranked 10th on the purchasing power parity list among the G20 members. Indonesia has also become a new market power, new established emerging market with a GDP about $1 trillion. The theme raised by Indonesia is Recover Together, Recover Stronger. This means that Indonesia wants to invite the whole world to work hand in hand, support each other to recover together and grow stronger and more sustainable. Understanding the challenge and the need for collective action, Indonesia will focus on the three main pillars of the 2022 G20 presidency. First, global health architecture. Two, sustainable energy transition. And the third, digital and economic transformation. Indonesia plays an active role in several initiatives at the G20 Forum, such as Global Expenditure Support Fund, GASF support for developing countries to secure national budgets in the global infrastructure liquidity crisis, and Connectivity Alliance or GICA, support connectivity through cooperation and knowledge exchange, and Inclusive Digital Economy Accelerator, or Idea Hub, a forum where unicorn startups all over the G20 countries gather to exchange ideas. And the benefits obtained by Indonesia as the G20 presidency are: the G20 presidency in the midst of pandemic has proven a good perception of Indonesia economic resilience to the crisis. 2. It is a forum of acknowledgement of Indonesia's status, which can also represent other developing countries. 3rd, this presidential momentum only occurs once organizations and must be utilized as best as possible to provide added value for Indonesia economic recovery. 4. Indonesia can orchestrate the discussion agenda at the G20 to support and have a positive impact on the recovery of Indonesia economic activity. 5. Opportunity to show Indonesia leadership in the international arena, especially in the global economic recovery. 6. Make Indonesia one of the world focus of attention, especially for economic and financial players. And 7. The G20 meetings in Indonesia are a means of introducing tourism and Indonesia's superior products to the international community, so that they are expected to be able to help drive the Indonesia economy. And the G20 has an economic impact on Indonesia. The G20 event will create contribution of $530 million or around 7.4 trillion rupiah on Indonesia GDP, increase in domestic consumption up to 1.7 trillion. From the tourism side, the G20 will contribute to the projection increase in foreign tourists, new job opportunities supported by good performance in the sector culinary, fashion, and craft. The G20 presidency will also encourage investment in domestic MSMEs, considering the currently 80% of global investors come from G20 countries. Momentum saw the success of structural reforms, including the Jobs Creation Law, to increase global investor confidence. Indonesia will play a role in designing world economic recovery policy. When the world economy improves, then we will receive its positive impacts, one of which is export, which will grow high. And then world and the domestic economic recovery as well will increase public consumption, increase investment, and export-import activities, which is growing fast. As a result, acceptance tax grows more than 18%, revenue custom that is grow by more than 24%, and PNPB revenue grow by more than 23%. So, that's enough for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.